Greetings gamers and welcome back to another episode of Perfect Date. I hope you are enjoying the series, but then I guess that is a moot question at this point, because if you weren't, why are you watching it? I think today we're going to focus on romance.
Come on, Humi. At this rate, you'll have to go back before we even get there.
I'm not built like you, Trix. Not yet, anyway. You need to cut me some slack. These cliffs are hard going. I'm taking an extra long lunch break today to go scavenging with Trixie. Having realized I'm the only member of the family not to be represented in rock form, she's become obsessed with finding my crystallized doppelganger. I'm both flattered and unnerved at being a member of a cat family. I try not to overthink it. Can we take 5 so I can catch my breath, please?
It's okay. We're here. It's just over this edge. Look.
As I catch up to Trixie, I instantly see what she's referring to. As soon as my head gets above the cliff we're climbing, I'm confronted with a kind of rock basin. It's almost volcanic looking, as though something huge once fell here and left an almighty indentation. Yet those things are called meteors, sweetie. What is this, Trixie?
Jump down. It's perfectly safe.
The nimble little cat has made it down to the plateau in a couple of swift leaps and is looking up, as though encouraging a child into a swimming pool.
It's easy. Just spring up and glide down.
For you, maybe. I'm a lot less cat than you might think. But as I stumble around, I find it surprisingly easy to find my footing, and my legs feel springier somehow, taking me higher than I expected when I jump. The landing feels soft and sure-footed. Maybe all this island exercise is making me fitter. You know, I mean, you're not wrong.
Bravo! Maybe you're a lot less human than you might think.
When I've stopped feeling pleased with myself, oh, that'll never happen, and taken my surroundings, I have to catch my breath. I feel as though I'm standing in a prehistoric time warp. Resisting the urge to sing the time warp song now. Where are we? What is this?
Ha ha! Close your mouth, Humi. The Lucilites will get in.
The what now?
Never mind. Just get some of this and ditch dodge for the high road.
Ha! Some of the expressions you use, Trix. You do make me laugh. Were you born on this island? She's clawing at the rock like it's a scratch post.
My parents brought me here in 1967.
Okay, that's a few more years ago than your catalog entry stated. Really? Wow, do you remember?
No, the last one told me.
You mean the person who worked here before me? But I'm silenced by her abrupt interruption.
Thanks for all the help.
I realize that I've done nothing and jump up to see what I can do, but Trix seems to have what she came here for.
Take this.
It's a shard of black and silver.
Hold it in your hands and feel the character. Try to blend with it.
I do as I'm told, but the only thing I feel is foolish. I'm not sure. Perhaps I'm not very rock-like? Perhaps I'm more paper-like or scissors-like? Mineral! Sorry.
Okay, leave it. We have to try again elsewhere. But to be honest, Human, I'm running quite low on ideas for you.
I feel guilty that I'm so difficult to place, and wonder if I should try to make it better. Tough choice. I don't think Trixie would want me to lie to her about rocks and minerals and stuff, but on the same token, she wants me to believe. Okay, I'm gonna admit skepticism and hope I don't screw myself over here. Look, I know I'm not very open to this stuff, but the truth is it makes me feel a bit silly. It's like there's this great game and I'm the only one who doesn't know how to play.
It's not a game, Humi. It's very real to me.
Oh, did I screw things up? I see that, and I believe that you are being totally genuine. It's just me. I'm some kind of Luddite, I suppose. Trixie starts gurgling. Oh, thank God. Her strange little laugh Cuts through the tension, and I start laughing too, more from relief that she's not angry with me than anything else. Yeah, that would have been a disaster. Her good humor picks me up. Look, let me have one last try, will ya?
Be my guest, but I really don't mind calling it a day if you want to, Humi.
I would love to stop and head back to camp for a glass of cold lemonade, but I feel I owe Trixie more effort than I've been making. No, I am placing myself in your paws. I am prepared to do whatever it takes to get me in touch with my higher self. Serious face.
Oh, good use of terminology, Humi. 1 brownie point already. Okay, so stand up and close your eyes.
I do as I'm told.
Now feel the flow of energy come up through your crown chakra. Light, coursing through your body.
Crown chakra? I'm lost already, but I try to follow what she's suggesting. For those of you at home, it's the chakra in your head, the crown, as you will.
Wonderful! Now slowly raise one leg and extend it behind you. Find your balance.
I'm wobbling like a jelly. It's jelly pose.
Good. Extend your arms out in front of you. Stretch right out. Now bring your right hand toward your face with your fingers splayed.
She could just be trolling him at this point, I'll be honest. What? But I'm managing to keep a straight face. That's something.
Now bring your thumb to the tip of your nose.
Okay.
And wiggle your fingers.
She's totally trolling him. There is a stifled gurgling sound. I can't resist opening one eye. Trixie's rolling around, trying not to laugh out loud. I see myself, how ridiculous I look, and I join in with her mirth. That was mean. Nah, you asked for that, Andrew.
Oh, Humi, I'm just trying to lighten you up a bit. The best route to enlightenment is through joyful laughter.
Well, whatever Christmas cracker you read that in, it wasn't wrong. Cool. An American would have referred to a fortune cookie. That's neat. We lay on the ground for a while, soaking in the energy from the rocks, and I can honestly say I felt nothing.
Don't worry, newbie. I'll channel for you until your own channels are clear.
I have no idea what she means, but I feel very happy about it. Even though I previously felt exactly nothing, now I'm very happy.
She's so cute in her little picture.
The sun has almost set, a large orange orb so low in the sky. I feel I could reach out and touch it. Maybe this is what Trixie wanted me to see. Her whispered invite from behind the lab door this morning was a brief,
"Cave, sundown, dress to de-stress, be there or despair."
That's not brief. As I reach Trixie's cave, my breath is literally taken away. There are clusters of lucilites, tiny illuminated flies that look like the strings of fairy lights, hung all over the beach. They lead to a formation of rocks close to the water's edge, spotlit by the amber glow of the moon and surrounded by the sparkle and twinkle of more lucilites. It's magical. It's a magical place. I call to Trixie as she emerges from her cave, dragging something in her mouth. I dash over to help her. Whatever it is, it looks too heavy for the delicate calico cat.
Oh, thank you. I'm almost done. Could you take it over to the seats?
She's indicating the rock formation I was just admiring. And now I see it from this angle, it really does look like a seating area. In fact, the whole area looks like a stage, beautifully lit and set. When I put the cloth bundle where she wants it and untie it for her, I discover a small collection of objects that Trixie immediately sets about organizing. She's so deft and determined, I can't help but see the human in her. Can I do anything? This looks fabulous, Trix. How did you manage to stage the lucilites? She laughs.
Easy when you know how. They just love mana.
Mana?
The mana from heaven flowers, look!
She takes a flower from a garland she's pulling from the cloth band and punctures the bulbous center with her claw. A few drops of clear, sticky liquid ooze out, instantly attracting a tiny swarm of sparkling flies. What is it? She just told you it's manna.
Taste it. Go ahead. It's safe, Umi. Actually, it's delicious.
I gingerly touch a droplet with the tip of my pinky and put it on the tip of my tongue. It's sweet and spicy, like cinnamon and honey. She's right. It's delicious. The garland is now around my neck, and I look like I'm wearing a necklace of dancing lights. Trixie has nudged a much smaller garland onto her head, and the effect is stunning. Oh, I didn't actually think they'd do it, but they did. You have a halo. She's so cute. Trixie giggles.
Well, I am an angel after all.
Stuff is good. Is there mana in this? I drink a warm, sweet nectar from a shell that Trixie has placed in my hand.
Yes, amongst other things. Steady, though. McMurphy helped make it.
I thought I could detect the warmth of his Irish charm. Slente, Murph. As I drain the shell, I feel a bit lightheaded, and I sit down on one of the rock seats. Well, hello, chums. I didn't see you there. The whole of Trixie's mineral family are gathered on the other rocks. The gang's all here. This is a lovely treat, Trixie. Thank you.
Oh, but the main event is only just beginning. I would like to present for your pleasure and delectation, Mademoiselle Trixie Belle.
I clap enthusiastically, but have no idea what's going on. You and me both, Andrew. I'm having a ball anyway. And then it begins. Trixie has taken center stage, throws her head to the full moon, and lets out the most almighty sound. It's long and loud and weird, a strange concoction of meowing, hissing, and purring, all together in a cacophony of ear-piercing caterwauling. For a moment I'm confused, but it's like another part of me starts to take over. Part of me that understands this awful racket, and my ears rearrange what I'm hearing until it sounds like singing. Beautiful singing. Sad and plaintive, and then rising to hopeful and rousing until I'm compelled to join in. I throw back my head and let out a sound I didn't know I could make.
Come on, Umi, come up here!
Trixie's inviting me to join her on the stage. I'm momentarily brought back to my senses, aware of who I am, and it jolts me. What the hell am I doing out here on the beach at night with a clouder of yelling cats? Part of me feels like I'm intruding. It's voyeuristic, and I feel uncomfortable.
Join me!
But there's another part of me that wants to cut loose and allow myself to experience all of it. I know what Trixie wants. We're gonna follow our feline instincts. I leap gracefully onto the platform next to Trixie. From here, the view is even more astonishing. There are cats swarming in from the rocks and the undergrowth to join us. We are all harmonizing as though we are one entity. Tails intertwine as lucilites dance around us. Trixie has begun a kind of dance, stretching and twisting her whole body. She looks elastic. I begin gyrating too, and it feels fantastic. Every muscle and sinew is malleable. I am in total control of my entire anatomy. You keep telling yourself that, buddy. Before you have time to take in what changed, I am running at full pelt, with Trixie following, and behind her a whole string of cats, all scampering in a serpentine line. With me at the head, I weave around rocks and right up to the water's edge. And then suddenly, it all changes again, and we are reaching up toward the moon. Cats standing on their hind legs, front legs stretching up and swaying, as though being blown in the warm breeze. The moon melting its amber glow over us, until suddenly, I feel a wave of nausea wash over me. Yeah, that'll be the alcohol, buddy. You should probably drink some water. I break from the other revelers and crawl on my hands and knees a little way up the beach. It feels less potent here, and I lay down for a while and let the sounds of the yowling cats sing me to sleep. Alright, one more romance and then a quick rest, and possibly a research or recon, depending on how it looks for time. Sparkles! Sparkles would be a good name for my cat, Sona. I don't have long tricks. It's a busy day in the lab today. Lots of deliveries. Trixie is pulling at the corners of the cloth she's laid on the ground.
I know, you're a very important and humanly person, but I think you'll be pleased you gave up a bit of your time for this.
She's produced a small box wrapped in pretty paper with a ribbon around it. How did you wrap it? Oh my gosh! Where did you get this from? Did you wrap it yourself?
There's no need to sound so surprised. I thought you knew by now I'm a very clever cat. Well, open it.
Oh, I don't want to spoil it, but tear off the paper and bows, and then as I toss them away, Trixie leaps on them, delightedly playing cat and mouse. Oh, cat.
Come on, Umi, need help?
No, it's mine. We tussle for the box playfully, and eventually I retrieve it and take off the lid. Oh, wow, Trix, it's a thing.
It's a quake stone!
Oh, of course, it's lovely. Trixie starts to laugh.
Oh, Umi, you're so funny. It's not lovely at all, but it is useful.
She's right, it's not lovely at all. It's an ugly-looking chunk of stone, about the size of a walnut, pinkish gray, but mostly gray. Useful. Does it do something?
Pick it up.
I take the lump from my box and instantly feel a vibration in my hand. Whoa, that's weird. What is it? The feeling is spreading up my arm and through my torso.
Can you feel it? That's the quake. It's from the danger zone.
What? You went to the danger zone?
Well, no, not personally, but I know someone who has.
Who and how?
Quake stone! It alters your energy, transforms your frequency, and makes you in tune with the danger zone so you don't get zapped.
Wait, are you saying if I hold this, I could go into Elder Cat territory?
That's right, Humi. That's my gift to you. Protection!
I have 100 questions competing to be asked, but I know I have to get back to the lab. Trixie, you are an angel! Let's meet up another time to discuss where you got this and how to use it. Yes! New unlocks! Recon 17. That Quakestone would have been really useful with Major. Alright, a quick rest. Or not. A dream instead. I'm in class at my university. The tutor is late and we're all sitting waiting. I turn to my friend who sits behind me to make a joke about the tutor's car breaking down, but my friend isn't there. Instead, there is a giant cat. Whoa, creepy! It looks like an elder. It bares its teeth at me and lets out a menacing low growl. Just as I'm about to scream, the tutor arrives, but it's Professor Popper. You look like you've seen a ghost, Andrew! I'm trying to answer back to tell him to look behind me, but the words won't come out. I'm rigid with fear. Can't move, can't speak, can't scream. Everyone else is acting like things are normal. Can't they see it? Dude, whatever they got you on, cut the dose. I force myself to turn again and look at the terrifying cat, but it's not there. There's just an ordinary domestic cat. Nothing about that picture is ordinary. And everyone is laughing at me. Now I see everyone from the island. The Marigolds, Joe, Bob, Zane, Popper, all pointing and laughing. I jump out of my seat to leave, and I'm in bed, in my tent, sat bolt upright. I shouldn't have eaten cheese so close to bedtime. You have issues, man. Let's do a recon. Let's do that recon we just unlocked with the Quakestone. The professor is away on an overnight trip to the mainland, so I've got the lab to myself for a while. I've been running tests on the Quakestone that Trixie gave me for hours now, and I'm no closer to understanding how it works. It emits a constant pulse, but I can't figure out where the energy needed to generate the vibration is coming from. Looking at it under the microscope, the structure seems less like a gem and more organic? It looks like very smooth interlocking scales which move and shift very slowly. It's as if the rock breathes. I sit back and try to clear my head. I wonder. An idea has been half forming at the back of my mind all day, and now it's loud and clear. I need to go to the Elder Cat's territory and see if I can't join some of the dots up in situ. I decided it would be foolhardy to head to the danger zone alone, so I alert McMurphy to my plan and he agrees to meet me there. I throw a few things that I think could come in handy into my backpack and set off, swinging by Zane briefly to let him know I'm out of the grounds for a couple hours. He's on his seat down by the water's edge. Hi, Zane. Waiting for the supply boat? He doesn't bother to look up from his paper. No, that's not till tomorrow, to bring the professor back. Ah, okay. Just catching some breeze then, eh? Carries on looking at his paper and doesn't respond. Well, just wanted to let you know I'm going on a field trip today. Now he shows an interest. Aren't you meant to stay in camp when the professor is away, in case something happens to one of the cats? Well, yes, strictly speaking, but everyone is doing fine, and I only intend to be gone for an hour or two. You can cope, can't you? It's not a question of me coping, it's a question of you breaking the rules. My heart sinks. But if it's important, then I expect you have to do what you think is right. I'm taken aback. I get the feeling he's giving me his blessing without saying it. Thanks, Zane. Wise words. I turn to head back up the jetty path. But it might be a good idea to let me know where you're going, just in case. They're all fine, I promise you. My concern was for you, idiot. Oh, Zane, I'm touched. But I'll be fine too, thanks for caring. Even so. I feel under pressure to tell him where I'm going, but I'm worried he'll stop me. I decide to come clean and hope for the best. Heading up the other end of the island. To the danger zone? Elder territory, yes. Be careful then. I will. And I get away before he can change his mind. I wonder why he was so easygoing about me sneaking off to the danger zone while the professor is away. Maybe Zane's not so bad after all. I haven't seen any sign of McMurphy. We said we'd meet here on the border of the danger zone. I am squeezing the quakestone in my hand and could feel the vibration gently pulsing up my arm. Just as I'm about to venture forward alone, I hear a friendly whistle. Murph! Were ya missing me, Kara? I was giving up on you, to be honest. Oh, that's not nice. You should never give up on a buddy. Well, I'm glad you're here. I don't mind admitting I'm a bit nervous. Here, let me put this around your neck. I've made a collar for him by drilling into a piece of quakestone and threading some twine through it. I don't want either of us to upset the elders. We need all the protection we can get, although I'm not sure this will even work. It's a big risk. Come on then, stay close to me. And you to me, Kara. And you to me. I can hear the amusement in his voice as he springs ahead of me and crosses the line into the danger zone. For a split second, I hesitate. I want to see if anything happens to Murphy. If something does happen, I want to be able to get help. Not making me your cannon fodder, are ya, Kara? Just watching your back, Murph. And with one large step forward, I'm over the line. I stand still for a moment to feel the difference, and there isn't any. I feel exactly the same pulsing coming from the quakestone, only now it seems to be all around me. It begins to tingle. Can you feel that? I most certainly can, and a beautiful thing it is. He's right. It feels really relaxing without being drowsy. My mind is super alert, and I feel much more energized than I did even a few minutes previously. There are some elders over to the right. They must be able to see us, but they don't seem to be bothered by us being this close. As I take in my surroundings, I notice that there are large rocks that all appear to be made of quakestone. We skirt around the edge of the area, keeping as low a profile as possible. I can't believe we're doing this. Oh, Kara, I wish I could show you your face. Why? Because you're grinning from ear to ear. You look like the Cheshire Cat. Maybe we've gone through the looking glass. Then, I see the huge obelisk-type stone which most of the elder cats are sitting around. What do you think, Mac? Quakestone? Has to be. Look how serene they all are. They are completely calm. Some of them are looking at us, but don't seem in the least bit bothered. There is no aggression in these animals. They're in total harmony with each other and their surroundings. Come on, Mac, let's leave them in peace. We move back to where we came in and gather some of the lumps of stone to take back with us. Oh, I can see why they like it here so much. Okay, you, let's get this off your neck. You'll be turning elder if I'm not careful. We walk back mostly in silence. It's a nice silence. Contented. Alright, I do think we will call it an episode here. I do hope you enjoyed, and we'll be tuning in for the next one. Be sure to like if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more, ring the bell so you're notified when I post these randomly, follow us on Twitter and Facebook and all that, and leave a comment letting me know what your favorite chakra is. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, keep on